Welcome to Info Day at the University of Applied Sciences, Upper Austria, at the Hagenberg campus. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about our university and some of the different study programs that you can attend here. As you can see from our first slide, the campus is quite extensive. We're part of the Softwarepark here in Hagenberg, and we have research labs, companies, and educational facilities that you can take advantage of. The University of Applied Sciences Upper Austria has 4 campuses in Upper Austria. In Wales, the focus is on engineering and natural sciences. There are 17 bachelor and 15 master's degrees, of which 9 are taught in English. In Linz, our campus focuses on medical technology and social sciences, with 4 bachelor and 4 master's degrees, and one of these is taught in English. In Steyr, the focus is on business and management, where we have 6 bachelor and 9 master's degrees, 3 of which are taught in English. And our campus, Hagenberg, has a focus on computer science, artificial intelligence, digital media, design, and communication. And there are 11 bachelor and 12 master's degrees, 4 of which are now taught in English. So there are 4 campuses in Upper Austria, each with a different focus. This campus, Hagenberg, was actually the first one that was set up back in 1993 with a degree program called Software Engineering. It had 36 students, and it was one of the first University of Applied Sciences that focused on providing students with practical skills for the workplace. It's now part of the Softwarepark Hagenberg, which is a hotspot for digital innovation. There are more than 75 companies, several startups, 11 research institutes, and even 2 Josef Ressel centers, which are research facilities for the federal government. There are more than 1,400 people who work or teach here, and 1,600 people who study here, either full-time or part-time. And this is part of 25 study programs that include bachelor, master, and PhD programs as a cooperation with the Johannes Kepler University in Linz. These are a few of the photos of the first programs in the first few years, and that's when I actually started working for the program back in the early 2000s. You can see the sort of legendary oval shape of a couple of our lecture halls. But since then, it's grown to, again, 1,600 students. We've had more than 9,100 graduates from our programs. There are now 23 specific degree programs and more than 100 research associates working on campus. There are 250 part-time lecturers. So these are people coming from industry to teach courses, and 70 full-time professors on campus. So what can you study in Hagenberg? Well, there's quite a variety of different programs, but all of them have some connection to computer science. We have hardware software design, automotive computing, secure information systems, software engineering, medical and bioinformatics, mobile computing, artificial intelligence, communications and knowledge media, media technology and design, digital arts, and the design of digital products. And as you can see, 2 of these bachelor programs are offered in English at this time. What if you haven't really worked in the field of computer science? That's no problem. We start from the very beginning. More specifically, we basically start exactly where you have left off. So if you have some skills, we can give you some challenges. If you've never programmed before, we're going to help you get started. Within our campus, we actually have a couple of different departments. So our first department is the software department, containing software engineering, both a full-time and a part-time program, medical and bioinformatics, which focuses on data and life sciences, our new Artificial Intelligence Solutions program, which is AI in context. This is one of our English language programs, and mobile computing, which focuses on developing mobile and smart applications. Then we have our systems department, which contains hardware software design, both as a full-time program and as a dual program for people who are currently working and would like to complete a degree in addition to their job. Automotive computing, focusing on mobility solutions, and secure information systems, which focuses on basically all of the topics around computer security. Then we have our media communication and design programs, such as the design of digital products, which focuses on developing applications from the original idea, including ideas such as ethics and sustainability. We have communications and knowledge media, which takes a look at computer science from a sociology, psychology background, and media technology and design, which focuses on programming and production aspects for game and web applications, user experience, creative AI, and audio and visuals. And then digital arts, which is a program that focuses on all of the skills necessary for content production for 3D applications, animation, and games. So why would you study in Hagenberg? Well, first off, not only is it very experienced in this field, but we offer a very unique environment, allowing you both to study, work, and also get involved in research. We have very modern infrastructure, including a number of research labs, motion capture systems, and a biolab. We have a very close-knit community and a supportive environment. So we tend to have fairly small group sizes in our classes, and you can actually develop sort of an active communication environment with our professors and our teaching staff. We have an active student community participating not only in courses and projects, but also in a range of other activities, such as the animation jam or the game jam. We have a startup environment with our own startup space called Bytewerk, and we have industry experts who are both here offering some guidance, but also as part of our part-time teaching staff. So, to give you an idea about Hagenberg, we're going to show you a short video that was made. It's more of a humorous approach to how things work here in Hagenberg.
Hagenberg in Mühlkreis, a typically Austrian market town community. Typically Austrian. But this idyllic scene has been ruined by know-how, progress, and excessive IQ. To be more precise, by Softwarepark Hagenberg, otherwise known as the Silicon Valley of the Mühlviertel. This community in Upper Austria is inhabited by around 2,800 locals. The Softwarepark, however, has created space for more than 3,000 people.
Wir sind also wie der Vatikan, ein Staat im Staat?
No, of course not. The focus here is supposedly on research, education, and business. It seems as though more than 75 unique business enterprises have settled here. At least 25 excellent university courses are offered to 1,500 keen and creative students. 11 internationally renowned research institutes are also based here. Cool buzzwords like sustainability, synergy, and digitalization have always been important here.
Da Sie mich fragen, ist die künstliche Intelligenz auf allen Gebieten relevant, denn sie verleiht unsere Gesellschaft eine Dynamik.
They say that they can work side by side in cooperation, not competition. If you can believe that. There even seem to be gyms here, because it's not just our brains that are in top shape. It's a place where people work, research, build, teach, learn, and live. Got it? Me neither. Softwarepark Hagenberg. In the end, it's just a park, right?
As I mentioned before, the focus of a University of Applied Science is providing students with very practical skills that they can use in the workplace. And we start with this at the very early stages using real-world context and real-world projects. Companies suggest projects that students can work on, or the professors suggest projects of innovative projects or innovative ideas that could be used in an industrial setting. We also require students to do an industrial internship. So they spend 12 weeks working in a company in their field to gain experience and to further their networking skills. We invite industry experts to come and talk about the things they're working on and also employ them as part-time lecturers in a number of our courses. And we have a number of labs and studios that give you access to the latest technology. Our education is also research-driven. In addition to teaching and administrative duties, all of our professors are involved in research in some capacity. And so this keeps us both up to date and allows us to keep our courses very current. And we also like to try to get students involved in our research projects, maybe as a participant in a study or actually actively working on a research project in a paid internship. We also offer the opportunity to continue your studies after the master's degree in a PhD or doctorate program. Definitely our focus is on quality over quantity. So as I mentioned before, we have smaller group sizes, and we offer personal support. We have tutors that can help you if you're having any problems. We tend to do a lot of our work in small groups, including our semester projects. And we offer a variety of different services, such as a career center, an international office, etc. The student life is also quite exciting. We have regular parties organized by the students, pub quizzes. There are a number of different sport activities you can get involved in, and we even have our own band room so that our local music groups can practice and occasionally perform on campus. We also have a series of guest lecturers from industry experts, conferences, and also competitions such as the animation and game jams. Here are just a few snapshots from some of these activities. If we take a look at the left-hand corner, we have our Summer Fest, where students often perform on stage and have a good time during the summer months. We can see a picture of a band performing, one of our student bands on campus. We have a picture of our cafeteria called Campina. We have film night, which is often held in our courtyard. And we have a picture of our local Christmas celebration with punch and apple cider. Hagenberg is also a good place to start your career. As I mentioned, we have our internships, but we also have support for you starting your own company in our own startup space called Bytewerk. We offer a number of opportunities for networking, and we also have our career fair in which we invite companies to come and present their own employment opportunities so that it's easier to find an internship or a job when you finish your studies. There's also the opportunity to study abroad. You can spend a semester abroad at one of 150 partner universities in 50 countries. We also recommend, if students are interested in going abroad, to do their internship abroad. So in addition to your semester abroad, you could also work in a company for 3 to 4 months, gaining experience in an international field. There are a number of different opportunities for you to live here in Hagenberg. We have about 500 spaces in student housing opportunities. There are also a number of student apartments where you can share an apartment with fellow students, or individual apartments, or even other types of private accommodation. If you'd like more information than I was able to offer here in this short session, we have a number of events planned, including the Master Night on the 14th of January 2026. Also, there's an info evening for part-time studies on the 26th of January. There are a series of online study talks taking place from the 15th to the 18th of December, and campus tours that you can sign up for. And even if you're not on campus, you can have a look at all of the facilities from the comfort of your own home. One of my personal recommendations is the Be a Student for a Day program, where you can sign up to come to campus and follow a student around for an entire day, attend some of the lectures, and get a better idea of exactly what we're here to offer you. You can get more information if you sign up for our newsletter. This is primarily in the German language, but you can get more updates there simply by scanning the QR code. I'm going to show you one last video called Study at Hagenberg, which will give you some insight into some of the facilities and things that you can do here.
The digital future starts here. Welcome to Austria's Silicon Valley, Hagenberg. Informatics, communications, and media. These are the disciplines we have studied, taught, and researched since 1993. More than 1,500 students currently attend one of our 20-plus bachelor's and master's programs. They are inspired by a team of 400 professors, researchers, and guest lecturers from industry and commerce. The surrounding Softwarepark Hagenberg features a closely knit collaboration of IT-focused education, research, and business. For many of our students, this means leaving the lecture hall and walking straight to work opportunities in research and industry. Hands-on experience is a key part of our curricula, and not just in our film studio or biolab facilities, but also in real-world projects. And our Bytewerk co-working space is the perfect place for new startup ideas. Students are never just a number here. Your individuality is valued in a community that goes far beyond the classroom. Come and join us. Start shaping your own future here at Hagenberg campus.
Well, the video gave us a little bit of insight into what it's like to study here, but the best way is, of course, to come and visit us. Once again, you can sign up for the One Day at Hagenberg program, or you can drop by at our upcoming open house. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you soon in Hagenberg.